Kelly Keaton on the scene. Eyewitness reporting. Bringing you the news you want to know. Something like that. Anyway, we're out here on the safe side of the channel finally. What brings us sweating out here in the morning, avoiding boat traffic, is that you wouldn't believe it. Another massive vessel has crashed. Kind of sweaty, but I have some cheese. So while I enjoy that, stay tuned. The Catita 2 out of Alaska. Been moving around the area now for a while. The story goes that INS, about a week ago, removed all of the passengers on board. And here she sits, rather full of trash and garbage. Woodhull boat. A fair bit of structural damage. I'd say it's a total loss. As you can see, many places where the rotten wood and the paint has started to crack. You can see where they had started to repair some stuff, but it's pretty rotten in there. Should be a dual engine. I heard one guy that passed, he said that he's seen this thing for quite a while and knew that it was running on a single engine. I'm gonna guess during low tide we'll find a hole in the hull, and being an all-wood boat, that's not a good news. It looks heavy and rotten. It is full of valuables. It does look like somebody maybe took something of value off the radar tower. Otherwise, there's tools, sunken generators on board, many things. So if you're wondering where this was in relation to the last video, we still have water on the ground, but I'm quite certain I remember these blinds right here. So that means that the stern of the previous crash was about right here. Alright, just because the coincidence is too wacky. Here's debris, and there's the fireplace that dumped out of the last boat about 3 weeks ago that crashed in this same spot. So they weren't even 20 feet apart. They were about 10 feet apart on their crash. When you drop your anchor on the rocks. In an attempt to try to see what I could do environmentally, there's a fair bit of diesel in the water and leaking out from this thing. So it's just not safe. There's a lot of fuel and makes things really slippery and stinky and gives you a bit of headache if you're in an enclosed space with it for very long. So it's pretty rotten. It's pretty interesting. At the end of the day, the beds are all stripped. Doesn't look like anyone was sleeping aboard, but it definitely looks like somebody lived aboard it. There's a fair bit of personal belongings and whatnot to restore the boat still on it. And here she sits. Word is she was emptied out by Immigration Services. Nobody on board had papers. And the last boat we visited crashed right here. And here's this one. Hope you enjoy the